How you doing? It's Sunday. Feeling good. About to actually go to the driving range and smack some golf balls. Cause what the fuck? Why not? You say why? I say why bother? So look, I'm not trying to turn into the doom and gloom, channel. But if I have bad news, that's not my fucking fault. It's just news. So early in October, apparently. Now, I mean, isn't the president out of commission supposedly around October? But early October, uh, he plans on giving control of the internet to basically the world at large. Matter of fact, that would even be the title of one of the videos I've watched on. I've watched a couple. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that lady, Lisa Haven. She talks about it. There's a few. Basically, it's saying that what they're saying is nothing's going to change. There's going to be no difference with your internet and what what you can get or whatever the hell. You know what I mean? Like they're saying there'll be no change, so that people are just like, oh, okay, well, that's cool, whatever. But I mean, they're going to hand over like control of the internet to international people, to other people. It's not going to be, I mean, we know it's controlled anyways, but like I think that means that the quality of the information is going to go down, not to mention the privacy. You're going to have fucking people from all walks of life, all countries, freaking, I don't know, like I sometimes I get a little paranoid and I put tape over the camera on my phone, but it's like at any given time I got a few devices around and potential listening devices or whatever. I mean, thank God I don't talk about anything bad like that, because I don't know. It's just kind of like scary times. Starting to realize that the change just has to come from within. Like, it's like we need a miracle. I don't know. I mean, so many atrocities have happened, and none of them has, like, changed people's minds or changed the world at large. Like, it just seems like anything goes, no matter how horrific. And I'm not down with that. I think this world's awesome. I think this world we live in is awesome, and it could be so awesome. It could just be awesome, I don't know what else to say. Communal life. They had to interject drugs into the hippie scene, the communal life, because if communal life up in Northern Cali and those areas, if it could have took off like they wanted it to, that's why, in the 60s and 70s, that's where the word paranoid came out. People were getting busted, People that smoked marijuana, they'd get busted, and it's like everyone was afraid of the man. So people wanted to form something else. They wanted to form another society. People didn't like the idea of a fucking draft card, and just a Vietnam War where you go into these guys' backyard and try to kill them. Yeah. I'm saying, look, if any of the stuff that the Bible says is true and there is a judgment when you die, I feel sorry for those that have had to be put in those positions, to have to take lives. Because, I mean, you were definitely just following orders, like that's what you sign up to do, is follow orders, Yeah. I mean, that's what we have now. People following orders. Fucking evil orders. You have corporations that have been in power for like 800 to 1,000 years. If you want to call, like, they say all roads lead to Rome. So, who's the one and only, and what's the one and only unquestionable man and infallible man, or whatever, just above all question? I've been taking in a little bit of research about that, and it's like, Um, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even want to speak on it. They're powerful. If you personally make them mad, you know, that's why I'm saying there's no way there's no way to beat this power structure, not without large numbers of people that just have had it. You know, what if everybody literally just went outside one day and just stood in the street everywhere, all across the world, just everywhere. Everybody just went and stood in the street, like, we want answers. You know, just don't do anything, don't buy anything, don't sell anything, don't do anything. We want answers. We want to know why, okay? When the ISS goes over California, how come I can't see wildfires? How come there's pictures of big, huge storm systems by California, but California never gets any rain? If we're seeding clouds, right, why can't we give them rain? Why can't we make it better? We're fucking with the human genome. We're fucking with genetics, GMOs. We're fucking with the natural things, the natural order of things. We're fucking with it. We're playing God. If you think you're small and insignificant in a galaxy far away, well then, playing God is not playing God, because the whole thing's just an accident anyways. Well, it's not. Look at the Fibonacci numbers. Look at the golden ratio. Look at the numbers, the math that works with, like, most living things. And there's this numerical code that keeps coming up, you know, within nature and within human beings and within the world. We are special. We are something. So we better figure out what it is that this creator wants from us, and we better frickin' give it to him. Like, there's a story. They say that there was one race of people, there was one landmass, there was one language, and they all tried to rise up against God. So God flooded the place, and then he put different races of people with different cultures all around the world. And since it flooded, you could no longer walk from one end to the other. They're different continents. There are remnants of this old world still, but I believe that if any time is going to come to a point where this creator is going to say, okay, enough's enough. This is out of hand. It's got to be now. It's got to be soon. I mean, the suffering that is going on in the world, and the needless water table dropping. You know, like, that's a fucking problem. You know, although I'll say, I don't think that there's like a shortage of oil, or there ever really was or will be. But the water table thing, that's a fucking problem. What are they doing in the sky? You know, they're not helping us. You know, I'm hearing that Morgellonsons thing, that weird red and blue fibers that some people get in their skin. I heard that that's like in the chemtrails. Like, what is that shit? You know, I don't know, but it's scary. You know, like, shit. I'm just in a really good mood, and I'm talking about bad things, so I might smile, but I'm not smiling. I'm not. I'm happy. I want to be happy, but I want future generations to be happy. Don't you guys? Like, could something happen? Could some big thing happen where people just all of a sudden they're just not on this frequency? They're not on this, like, this selfish, self-perpetuating bullshit frequency. Like, I don't know. Like, it sounds fucking corny, but it's like if everybody would just be a little bit nicer, it would go a long way. You know, I live on a fucking island that's fucking virtually empty. Half of the houses are empty during the winter, and people still can't find a place to live. There's plenty of work, but there's not a lot of housing. Because rich people own houses that they're only in for fucking 2 weeks to a couple months out of the year. You know? And then in the meantime, if you want to rent that place from them, it's in the summertime, there are people that get $10,000 a week for their house. I mean, 10,000, 13,000 a week for certain properties. So in the summer's time, you know what, 10, 20, 30, 40, 2, 4, 6, $120,000 these people can make over the course of 3 months. Like, wow. You know, it almost shouldn't. Whatever. You know, I don't even know what to say about what should or shouldn't be allowed, because what really needs to happen is the whole entire system needs to be restructured, man. Peace to all of you guys. And you know what? I'm gonna put up another video soon. And the flat Earth thing. Look, we know what it is. I do my part with the stamps and stuff. Who knows? I actually got caught stamping the boat, the inside of the boat, like the wall yesterday, and then they came over and made me wipe it off. I was like, spit on the wall and wiped it off. And then I looked over at the people that fucking went and told them on me. I was like, you fucking rats. Did you even bother to read what it was? Guy's like, dude, you're freaking bothering 200 people right now. 200 proofs, 200 people. Fuck you. Oh. So, anyways, I will talk to everybody again. From now on, the shout-outs, y'all know who you are. My friends. There's a few of you, man. There's a few of you. Although I'll say, you never really know who you're dealing with. You never really know. So be careful.